This is a tamarind from seed, and this is about 3 years old. Okay, from seed, and then I potted this up a year ago because I planted this first in the ground, and this almost died because I dug this from the ground and Beirut it because there were a lot of mud sticking to it, and then I successfully was able to transfer this in this pot. And when this was younger, the bark was really very nice and it was very corky. But tamarinds, usually when they get old, they lose those beautiful corky barks. And so this one this one is a shiny bark, and it has lost its corky bark. And this is very curvy because I intentionally, deliberately did this when this was young, and this gave me a lot of joy before. But unfortunately now, that as I grow in knowledge in the bonsai hobby, it seems I want to change this. I want to change this form because it is an ordinary form. Although when you look at it from afar, I really like the feature that it has a triangle, and it has an apex, a triangle, then wide branches, and so it looks nice. It looks nice from afar. But then now I am dissatisfied with the nibari. I am dissatisfied with the thickness of the trunk. So what I'd like this to become is that I would like to shorten this. So maybe I will debark here so I can ground layer this, bury it as this dip, and produce new roots. Okay, that's the plan for this trunk and the nibari. But for the trunk line, it's quite awkward because this one is straight, then suddenly there is a very abrupt change, abrupt movement, then again another abrupt movement. Then this now is the second branch, this is the first branch, and this is creating a reverse taper here because these two branches are too near. So I'd like to take a gamble on this because I have many bonsai. So I'd like this to be the new trunk line. This one and this one. Then this will be the first branch, and then continue the trunk line, and then there's a very branch here, abrupt branch, the trunk line again, and it seems to have lost its taper, so I have to somehow cut this short. So this will be the trunk line, then this, and probably this. Maybe I'm going to mark this with a tape. I'll wrap this with the tape so you will have a better view on my envisioned trunk line. Then once I'll cut this, then I lose it. So I will lose the branches then. I will not see it like this anymore. So let's do it together so that you'll also see it this way. Then eventually, if I cut it, then that's it. That will be the new face of the plant, and that's it. It will be irreversible. So I'm installing an electrical tape. So this tape is just to mark the new trunk line for us to see it at its last condition. Well, if you have so many trees, then you can experiment actually. So So then I'd like my trunk line to continue up here. This will be the new trunk line. And some branches will have to go because they are creating reverse taper. So here, and then okay, so we will be removing the tape eventually. This is just to for you to imagine this for you to imagine the new trunk line. Oh, sorry. I think this is not the one. Okay. So would this be the choice? Only here and then there. So this is a branch. So the trunk line is, I still have to move up further. Sorry, that's not the trunk line. This, I will include this. Okay, here. And this here. There, that's the new trunk line. And the next question is, from there, where? See. So, again, we will continue the trunk line. So, what will be the apex? I have actually 4 branches here. They're growing too near each other, and eventually we'll create another reverse taper. So, and then, so this is my second option. This is the new trunk line, and I will have to wire it there. This branch is still small, so I can wire it up. And from here on, you see there are 4 branches, one apex and another 3 spoke wheel branch. So I need to remove some of that. So the trunk line now, is from this root, from this barrier, then going up, then an acute movement, then continuing, and then there. But there is a reverse taper here. I need to remove this, and I have limited choice. Then I will only have to make this the apex and wire it up like that. So what do you think, guys? So I can hear you say yes, do it. So okay, let's do it. The first thing I'd like to remove is here. So this one here is giving me a reverse taper, and I would like to remove this reverse taper. So you're now with me with my plan. So here we go, let's do it. First, remove this top portion to eliminate the reverse taper. So that's it, that's the new trunk line right there. But this is the new apex now. We'll have to wire that up. So anyway, that's the new apex. Then where is the first branch? Is the first branch. This one is creating reverse taper again. So I think I need to remove these two branches. Let's see if you can really see it. Okay, So again, here we go. These two branches has to go. So this has to go. This branch has to go because it is already at bar branch with the with the first branch, and this has to go as well because it is creating reverse taper. Okay. Now, if you are a beginner, tendency is you cannot be brave as this to cut. But when I started, I was crazy. I even bought a formed one already and trunk cut the top to shorten it. Okay, then this one also has to go. Okay, some beginners might be squirming already, but this will make you braver when you work with your trees. So this is now what's left. So in this case, what did we accomplish? So we had made the trunk line very vivid or very clear in this case. So the reverse taper, I could somehow carve that and this aspect. But the beauty in this aspect is, in this part is the movement. Okay, so I'm removing the tape. Then of course these cuttings I will later make it smoother. So those who do not agree, well, on what I'm doing, I just like to inform you that in the club, that's what we do. We make suggestions, we work on our trees together, we make suggestions, but of course, the one who will prevail is the owner. So, since this is my tree, so, okay, it's okay, I just want you to do this with you, even only in the internet. Okay, so now the movement is very clear. So as I've said, the root work will be done later because I'd like to shorten this by ground layering, okay, so that there will be roots here. Okay, so where's the first branch? This now becomes the first branch. Like that. This is the second branch. Maybe move this a little bit here, and this will be the new apex. So I have only two branches for now. Okay. So maybe I could grow a back branch from here. Okay. So that's it for now. So the next thing to do now is wiring. Okay, so the next thing to do is to wire. I have anchored my wires. Okay, this wire is thick, but this is not enough for the like that. So we will just move this gradually. Although tamarinds are can be yielding, but in this case it's quite old already, so we have to do it gradually. Okay. So this is now your first branch, and this is the back branch. This is the apex. So this apex has to go up. So we'll just do this gradually. Maybe it will take days. No need to be in a hurry. Okay, that's it for now. And the next thing to do is to round this, to carve this. So let's round the cuts, and then we glue this. We seal this with the glue. For now, I'm still using glue because I still have supply of glue. I bought one jar of it, and this has to be deep, a little bit deep. Okay, let's make it deeper so it will be easier to callus. It will be easier for the plant to callus. Okay, so this one has to be. Now I'm blocking the view, you know. Sorry for that. Okay. This one last cut. At the top. So, what did I accomplish? No more reverse taper. Emphasize the movement. And we'll wait for where the other branches will grow. So, where's the front? This is the front. This is the first branch. This is the back branch. No second branch for now. But I'd like this to be lower. Not here, but here. Probably here. And this is the apex. Back branch, second branch. Or, if not, here. The back branch and the second branch will be very near each other. So, but this one will have to move like that a little bit, like that. Maybe I'll add wire later on. Okay, so I'm happy with what I did, because sometimes when you cut, sometimes you regret it, but in this case I did not regret it, and I'm happy with what I did. And so this is the way, this is now in its way to become a better bonsai. So when you get to quite an advanced level, then you will have that itch to redesign your bonsais so that it will be better, and that's it. So hope you learn and enjoy. Okay, I forgot this, so it's not yet finished. The movie is not yet finished. I am debarking this portion because I'd like to grow new roots here. So it's basically air layering, but this case it's called ground layering because we will bury this in soil.
Maganda na yung tabla.
Oh. Oh. Okay, so like this. I remove the barks, just like your usual air layering. Okay, remove the bark, then also scrape a little bit to discontinue the phloem. So as much as possible, there should be no bridge, so that all of the energy will be caught up here, and that roots can grow. So that's the explanation. But the important thing is you would understand what is being done here. What's being done here is that this will facilitate roots to grow above the debarking, and that will create a root system above. So what's going to be done next is this has to get buried in soil. So instead of transferring this, we'll just do it here. We will put an extension here and about this high, so that this will be buried in the ground, and hopefully roots can grow. So I have to completely gird this around, meaning I will have to remove bark. Otherwise, if there are some barks not removed, then it will still create a bridge and will connect the top from the bottom. So if I had a videographer now, this could have been focused. Anyway, after I'm finished with this, I'll give a focus pic. So this one is not yet so clean, but I will show you now. Okay, so that's the okay, so you have to remove really the bark and the phloem. Okay. The white one is now the cambium. That's part of the cambium. So you do not have also to cut too deep, otherwise you might also include the cambium or the xylem. There are two vascular systems inside the cambium, your phloem and the xylem. We are only removing the vascular system going down, which is the outer layer of the vascular system. So like this, what you do is you do it like this to scrape off the phloem. You can only estimate that because it's not very visible. Okay, it's basically air layering. The principle for air layering is done this way. Same principle, except that you do not have to wrap this anymore with cellophane or any material. You just bury this in the ground. See, like that.